Hi, I'm Adele and welcome to Pretty Sure, the podcast where we talk about the things everyone thinks about but nobody says out loud. Each week, I'll be sharing my pretty sure opinions, unpacking the internet's biggest conversations and figuring out the things I'm not so sure about right alongside you. And if a conversation ever feels a little too heavy, we'll always include support resources in the show notes. Please take care of yourselves, seek professional help if needed, or skip the entire episode if it's not for you. Now, let's get into the show. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pretty Sure. We're so excited to have you here. Before we get into our Pretty Sure segment, I have so many updates that I want to share. And I'm sure you're across at Kitch. Kitch is on the mic today with us. Hey Kitchy.
Hi, good to be back.
Welcome. Little influencer update. I found this genius. And if there's anybody that knows how to market themselves so bloody well, it's Indy Clinton. Indy Clinton has been doing Behind the Laundry Door series with her hubby at home, where it's basically like they have a moment during their week. Don't quote me on how often they do it. I've just seen a couple of them. And Indy, if you're listening to this, like I adore her content. But they sit down in front of the laundry door and they basically like have at it at each other where they can like speak about things that concern them for that week. And it's become this like really renowned series that they've then gone and turned into the launch of a podcast. Now, what I find really interesting is like I would be intrigued to know and peel back the layers on, is this something that they've intentionally done in the lead up to their podcast as a series, or was this such a successful series on their socials that someone swooped in and gone, let's do a podcast behind the laundry door? And it's of you and your hubby speaking about the messiness of your life and what that looks like. You, Kitch, did tell me earlier on that she has had 2 podcasts in the past. Yeah. And she did say at the end of one podcast that she's like not very, she said that she wasn't, we're going to loosely say this, by the way.
I think from memory, and sorry, Indy, if you are listening and I'm misquoting you, from memory, she just said that the medium wasn't like her favorite.
It wasn't her favorite
medium.
medium.
Like the interviewing medium, which I think makes sense.
Yeah. And I just wonder, is this podcast going to be a little bit more like Behind the Laundry Door, where she's like just speaking with her husband and it doesn't include interviewing guests and not like a traditional podcast format would be? So that is really interesting.
I think it's really cool to see someone who has such like a great niche, huge audience that backs her, different to what other creators are doing, to lean into like what works for her and her family and to make a podcast that fits into her life rather than needing to go to a studio and needing to interview people. Like that's possibly what she did in the past because maybe she thought, or the team thought, that was the only way
that was
to
like
do
the
it.
only direction on how to do it.
So I'm excited for this and I think it's really cool for the industry.
I just want to like really know, was the series created because they knew they were going to launch the potty, or did they launch the potty because the series popped off? It's like this like chicken egg theory. That
I
I'm
reckon
like
the latter, but you never know.
I know. I think so
be more
too.
creative.
Her and her hubby are much more intelligent than anybody ever knows.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like pop-off queen.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Speaking about like building brands, it's no surprise to anybody listening that Stax, the activewear company, has gone down. And the owners of Stax went into administration and then liquidation. We've just found out that it has been bought out. It's also the best outcome for the brand, I think. They have copped a lot of flack because I think they owe, don't quote me on this, $23 million. And that was their debt. The easiest way to get out of debt is to liquidate your company, but in turn, you also ruin your personal brand, especially when your likeness is attached to the brand. So last night, I was scrolling and Influencer Updates updated everybody that the owners of Stax are believed to start a new brand called Brand Street, BRND Street, ST. And nobody knows what this brand is, but now that we know the company has been brought out, they've obviously gone in, they've created this Instagram account. The only 2 people that this account was following was the owners of Stax. I've gone and checked that this morning. They've now removed themselves as followers, I think after the Influencer Updates did the update. They're obviously well equipped with building a very, very, very successful brand. Maybe they scaled too much and then the business slowly developed a lot of debt. It's also, for those listening at home, it's not uncommon for businesses to have debt. It's actually uncommon for businesses to be debt-free. Like that is unheard of. For a business to operate, you actually need to accumulate some debt and invest in your brand. So this is no hate or shade towards Stacks. Did they owe $23 million? They did. And then the influencer updates basically said that like it's a bit sticky because they owe so much money to so many people. And if we're just speaking about the influencer space, like I know multiple people that haven't been paid for their content, but they've built this brand. How do you feel about this, Kitchi?
I guess also like looking at the trajectory that Stacks took, like they clearly are great at what they do, which is building businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially they weren't the right people to keep the business going.
Maybe this is a business
yeah,
that helps people build brands.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's called Brand Street.
Yeah, exactly. Like it could be like a parent group of like, you know, something else. So I don't know. I don't know. But I just really hope that like I hope the founders are okay, because I also think this is an incredibly like big media thing to go through publicly
massive.
With your names and faces
and
on
they
the brand.
are
And they built such a big successful business.
They built such a beautiful business and
Yeah.
such a big business, but like not many people know this because the ever-evolving hate and tall poppy syndrome in Australia has absolutely squandered the owners. They're actually really beautiful people. And I can say that from experience. I don't know them like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like call them up and go for coffee with them or anything like that. But like I've met them in passing at multiple events and they're really, really kind, beautiful people. So I'm actually really intrigued to see how they launch this brand. I really hope that they get the support that's owed, and I really hope that they are successful and that, you know, they don't liquidate again. But it's, once again, it's not uncommon for businesses to have debt. It's just really unfortunate that this has happened to their business.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about like the ever-evolving hate, there is an element in the Australian market specifically, rage bait has become normalized. And this is my fourth and final roundup for this little intro. There is a particular creator that does home content and has had a video go viral. If you guys listen to Louis Burke's content online, he does all of this really beautiful aesthetic content on home. And he had a video go viral, I'm going to say a couple months ago, maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
Louis basically goes in very aggressively with how to make your bed. The reason he did go through with that angle, I believe, is to cut through or slice through the media and be able to like grasp someone's attention like that. Unfortunately, in Australia, we have been conditioned to stop and listen to rage bait. The minute something is like, we're angry at something, bang, we're on. We're locked into the video. And this video went viral on how to make your bed. What I think that we're forgetting though, the whole time I was watching it, all I was thinking is, oh my God, stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. Stop outing me for my bed. But it had me locked and loaded into this video. So I watched the whole thing through and through, which I found really interesting. But not everyone is gifted an array of linen from your linen house, from your Sheridan, from your Homies, or beautiful linen stores that I have also been gifted some things from. And that is the very, very generous and privileged place about being in this industry. I just want to remind everyone that the minimum wage is $26.44 per hour. And this is all before tax, people. So when we speak about yelling at someone to cut through the marketing lens and it's become such a conditioned piece of content that we listen to, we're feeding into this tall poppy syndrome, we're feeding into rage bait, we're then also not really understanding our audience to its potential or
where people are at.
Or where people are at
right now.
Yeah. Like people can't put food on the table and we're yelling at them for their bed linen. We're yelling at them for how many pillows we need to put on the bed or what type of fluffy doona we need to put on the bed. Big W have a dope doona. It is the doona that I recommend to everybody. How did I find out about this doona? I had a facial and I was engulfed in this fluffy doona. And I asked my facialist, where is this doona from? She told me Big W. I then went and bought a Big W doona. I don't think that you need the most expensive linen, the most expensive doona, the most expensive pillows in the world. There are some really beautiful companies that are doing really affordable products. And I think going in and yelling at people about how they should make their bed, the quality of the linen that they put on their bed, or the thread count of their cotton that they put on their bed, it misses the mark slightly when people can't put food on the table. This is no hate towards Louis' content. He does a spectacular job of making aesthetic, home-based content, and he does make his bed beautifully, and it makes me want to wake up and put all these pillows and backfold my doona 70%. It does. I listen to it, all right? I'm engulfed as much as the next person. But is there another way that we can slice through media and make an impact in a more positive manner? That's the question that I want to leave you guys with. How much of this content are we feeding into because we're engulfed in rage bait?
Yeah. And it is hard because like the algorithms now, they do just so reward people for like, I mean, you know yourself with making content, you kind of have to like get their attention in the first 2 seconds.
100%.
Or they're scrolling past and they're not watching. So yeah, as you said, it's not like a personal attack on this one creator. There's so many people that do this.
100%.
But it is, I guess, like just kind of disappointing to see time and time again the same kind of like, you're doing this wrong and it's ugly or something negative.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay,
you feel like you're
awesome.
being attacked in your
And
own
I'm
home.
on my way to my job. I'm on my way to my 9 to 5. I don't need to get yelled at for not having time to make my bed this morning because I have a full-time job.
You know what the regular Joe is doing? They don't have sheets.
Yeah.
They have a doona and a fitted sheet. It might be from Big W, might be from Kmart. They're throwing that thing over. They're jumping out of bed. They're going to work.
Yeah.
They're going to work, dollies.
Also, like, I don't have kids and I already struggle to get things done in my day. Like, working a full-time job, having 2 dogs, having a partner, worrying about meal prep. Have I done all my tasks for it? Have I paid my rego? Have I done this? Blah, blah, blah. Imagine adding kids as a layer on top of that as well. And then, you know, you go to your phone for escapism.
Yeah.
You want to be entertained.
And you're being yelled at.
And you're getting yelled at by a lot of people. This is not just this one person.
Yeah.
A lot of the content is like, you're doing your makeup wrong. You're doing your hair wrong. Your house is ugly. It's like, guys, can we just like get a bit of a grip on reality?
Let's just chill.
And be nice.
Let's just pick up what we feel like picking up throughout the day.
Yeah.
Let's make our bed how we want to make our bed. Let's put our blush on the way we want to put our blush on.
Yeah.
And if it's with our fingers, great. We shouldn't be yelled at for not using a makeup brush. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. I just find the marketing landscape around that and how we're cutting through media really, really intriguing at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm keen to keep my eye out on it all. Okay, after a very, very long introduction and a pretty big gap, let's go into our pretty sure segment. Now, today I want to speak about how I'm pretty sure that we're asking too much from our friends and family when it comes to weddings.
Juicy.
It is a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
People are quite divided on this topic.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts before I start to yap?
Yeah, top line, I'm with you, girl. I think we're asking too much from people.
Okay.
But I also understand it's a big special day.
100%.
Yeah.
The cost of the wedding and the amount of the weddings that are happening. It's a bit crazy. And I think what's really interesting is like coming from an ethnic background, this is what would happen traditionally. You'd go in and you'd have a 500-person wedding.
Oh.
That's a small wedding. She's a small one.
Petite wedding.
In having a 500-person wedding, you're not paying for the 500 people. Your parents are paying. And your partner's parents pay for the wedding.
Okay.
It's like they're giving you both away. They're paying for the wedding. They come in, they split 50-50. And then what tends to happen is the reason the invites exceed 500 people is because they're going, we're paying for the wedding. We're inviting every Tom, Dick, Harry and Dussel from the village to come down and sit at the table. And then what happens at your wedding is that you're being introduced to people at your wedding. You're being introduced to people that you have never known existed on this world. You never knew your Dussel. And you're being introduced to Dussel at your wedding when it's an amazing celebratory day for you and your partner. That is where the traditions of the costs of weddings come from. The difference with my generation now is that it is so expensive. And we're not doing the traditional Vogue ballroom anymore where you have the option of chicken and fish. We want the elaborate florals. We want the champagne towers. We want the millefeuille cake. We want the tiramisu sprinkling. We want our initials plastered on the dance floor. We want a rotating disco ball. We want a live band. We want a DJ. We want all our bridesmaids dressed in the exact same dress.
With perfect hair and makeup.
Perfect hair and makeup. And we want to make sure that everybody looks immaculate and all the boys are in their suits, the exact same socks, the exact same shoes, and their bow ties are spectacular. Okay. On top of that, we're now evolving into a space where we have a pre-dress, the dress, and the post-dress, right? I'm exhausted and very poor. My pockets are empty. And then it's becoming a normalized thing now to have international weddings. So the question is, how much do your friends and family fork out for you? And how much do you cover? Because traditionally, in my ethnic background, you cover everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. You want to have a hens party? You pay for every wog and their dog that rocks up to that hens party. You want to dress your bridesmaids in a particular dress that they will never, ever, 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 ever wear again. You're paying for it. You're paying for shoes. You're paying for hair. You're paying for makeup. It ends up being a $300,000 affair. What we're seeing is that people are either going all out and that's normalized, or they're retracting entirely. They're going down to the registry. They're registering their marriage. They're then having a dinner with their nearest and dearest, which still costs
a lot.
$60,000. It's going to cost you north of 40 at a bare minimum. So it's becoming normalized to also get into debt to have a wedding.
I know.
People are either picking one or the other. Like, we're either going to have the fabulous wedding, or we're going to try and buy a house or go on a 7-month holiday or whatever it is. We've got here as well, the average bridesmaid spends on a wedding $1,900. This was in 2025. I wouldn't be surprised if it went up.
It would be more. I think that's the biggest thing, right? It's like, if you want to have your amazing dream wedding, you can do that. That's your choice. But it is not the burden of your friends and family around you to prop up your dream wedding by paying for everything.
100%.
Like, if you want to have a destination wedding and you're fine with people not going, then that's fine. But if your expectation is that everyone goes, then you should be paying for it.
I think giving people the option is key.
Yeah.
Also, like, giving people the option for the type of dress they want to wear if they're paying for it, key. I also think even if you're paying for it, don't put someone in something that they're uncomfortable with. Make sure that everyone is comfortable wearing what they want to wear. Just because you're paying doesn't mean that you get complete autonomy over their bodies. Like, I think we've actually lost consideration in the process of like building this fantasy wedding. That, guys, it's not even 10 hours.
Literally, like, it's over so quick, especially in Australia. Like, I grew up in the UK and a lot of weddings would go till like 2 a.m. Like, it was like all night. Here,
11:30.
11:30.
Cut off, lights on, everyone get the out. The venue is like, no, we're not having this anymore. Done. We're not paying our staff. Hospitality costs too much. Get out.
Get out.
Get out. And if you stay longer, they charge you.
Thousands.
Like thousands. We're talking like tens of thousands.
Like, there's penalties.
You want to stretch it? We're going to stretch it too.
Yeah. We're going to charge you up.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
Are we asking too much from our loved ones? Are we finding that people are a bit more considerate now and they've got a lot of flexibility? Are people prioritizing other things other than weddings?
Or do you guys disagree with us? Are we being stingy?
Are we
being paying for your weddings? I don't know. You tell us.
What's the go? I'm intrigued. Let us know. All right, let's move on to as of late.
Yeah, I want to hear about your big, exciting week. Tell us all about it.
Guys, I spent an entire week in New Zealand, specifically Queenstown. So I was very, very, very kindly invited by Maybelline for a brand trip. When I got this invitation, I literally squealed with excitement because Queenstown, New Zealand has always been on my list, and I was actually looking at times to go throughout the year. And then Maybelline pop up and they're like, oh, we're going to Queenstown. I thought, holy f***, I'm going to Queenstown. I didn't even have to organize it. How lucky am I? I requested, or asked, I should say, the Maybelline team if it was possible for me to change my return flight. So instead of staying there for only 2 nights, I wanted to tack on another 3 or 4, I can't remember. And I wanted to spend a week in New Zealand because I've never been. I thought this is a missed opportunity. I had a friend come meet me up for the second half of the trip and it was splendid. First of all, I want to just recognize that being invited on a brand trip with Maybelline, that's not normal. We did things that were like the common Joe. And I thought I was the common Joe. My jaw was open the entire time. This is like a lifetime memory banked experience that is very unachievable for 98% of the population. So the fact that I got to experience it, blessings upon blessings upon blessings, and I can't even tell you how grateful I am. We did this amazing snow experience on the top of a mountain. We got to fly there on a helicopter. We had lunch in between some mountains.
Oh my God.
It was my first time touching snow.
Yes, so tell me about that because I was really excited.
I'm rarely speechless.
Okay.
I'm rarely speechless, and I was speechless. Experiencing snow for the first time, it makes me want to go back and just be in the snow all day.
I'm so glad that you loved it.
So the first part of the trip with Maybelline, I experienced some magical things. If you want to go check it out on my socials. I want to talk about the second part. We got a car, and you need to get a car. You need to get a car. You cannot station yourself the entire time in Queenstown. I mean, you can, but you'll get bored very, very quickly. One thing that we did with Maybelline that I would recommend everyone do is the shot over. If you're an adrenaline junkie like me on the water, get into the shot over boat. It's like a jet boat that can be in very shallow amounts of water, and they basically speed upstream and downstream. They do like 360 flips. You're getting whipped left, right, and center. You're getting like sprayed. You're in your puffer jackets. You're in life vests. And I am like, anything to do with water sports, I'm an adrenaline junkie for. So I loved it. It was like being in a big jet ski for me. Let's speak about some food. We went to the famous Ferg Burger and Ferg Bakery. It gives like big fish and chip burger energy.
Oh, okay. I'm imagining like beef burger.
Yeah, which I think is kind of cunty. But they've got like cod burgers, they've got chicken burgers, they've got obviously the beef burgers.
Yeah.
And they were all really delicious. What I would have loved to do that I missed out on, I think learn how to board. Not particular ski. I don't know. I think I'd be a good boarder. I might be.
I see that for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I might be very wrong about that. And just be in the snow, drive up in the car, maybe not take a helicopter to the snow. Maybe do it the regular person way. So I think that would be really fun. If I was to do it again, I'd love to have some lessons doing that. I think I would love to go for a hike, nothing crazy, a little 45-minute hike just to see the nature. I'm not a really big nature person. Don't ask me to camp on a hike. The answer would be no. Things that I wouldn't do, you couldn't pay me enough to do, but they're also recommendations because if you're an adrenaline junkie, you can do them. New Zealand is known for like their hang gliding, their bungee jumping, their skydiving, their heli skiing. Helicopter skiing.
What is heli skiing?
Babes,
I need to know.
We saw this before we went out on the snow with Maybelline. You go with all your gear attached and the helicopter drops you at the top of a mountain.
Oh.
You ski down the mountain and then it picks you up at the base, takes you to the next mountain.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's pretty cool. But it's like, I'm very afraid of heights. So I don't think that would sit well with me.
I absolutely would never do this.
No.
But I'm like, this is a cool concept. Yeah.
It was sick to see what they were doing.
Efficient. You don't need to waste an hour climbing the mountain. You just get dropped right off.
It costs.
Oh, probably like $1 million.
Hire the heli for the day.
Oh, it's $1,645 per person.
Okay.
Yep. There you go, guys.
If you're rich, that's something for you to do.
Report back.
I'm going to pop a hip if I do that. So that's not for me. I'm going to stick to like the child lessons.
I could totally see you as a skydiver though.
Absolutely not.
I totally see that for you.
You could not pay me enough. Actually, if someone paid me like enough.
There has to be a number. Like,
there has to be a number. No, there has to be.
I'm going to say numbers and you tell me.
Okay.
$800,000.
No.
$1 million.
No.
No, like I've literally got $800,000 here right now. You're telling me you want to do it.
I'm not jumping from the sky for 800,000. No.
$1 million.
No.
2 million.
No.
5 million.
No.
10 million.
No.
Imagine what you could do with $10 million.
Do you know what it is? It would have to be enough to set my family up for life. Like my nearest and dearest, my family, my friends. It would have to be enough to set them up for life for you to get me to jump out of a plane or a helicopter. It's not happening.
10 million. Okay. She's named her price, guys.
I'm going to say 50. That was my week in New Zealand. If you guys have any comments about like what I missed out on, what I should do next time, please pop it in because I really want to hear. I really want to hear what I missed out on and what I should do. Let me know. Shall we move over to my 2 cents?
Let's do it. Okay. My 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
This is my
this is Kitch's personal 2 cents.
This is literally my personal 2 cents.
Okay.
You can't make popcorn in the office microwave if you're not going to share it.
Oh,
like that's cruel.
Oh my God, my heart.
What do you think
I thought you were going to say you can't make popcorn in the office because you don't like the smell.
Oh no, I love the
I was about to kick you out of the studio.
Because I was like, we all know the like, don't eat tuna in the office, don't microwave fish in the office. But like on the flip side,
popcorn,
like that is so cruel.
Bring enough packets for everybody.
I'm sitting in my desk, the waft of popcorn comes through, and I'm like, I'm starved.
Oh, but where you work though, It's quite communal. How much popcorn would you bring?
They're like $1 a bag, guys. Like, bring 10.
Do we set up some sort of communal popcorn fund?
I think so.
I
But
think like
again, they
everyone
are, like,
drops a
$1
dollar
bag. Yeah.
for the popcorn
I think
fund.
it's like a double it and give it to the next person situation. It's like,
But
if you buy one for yourself, you bring in one for me.
You know what? I actually agree. I
Yeah.
actually think if you're going to waft the office with popcorn smell,
Yeah, you gotta share.
you know what? Share the popcorn. If you're going to waft the office with
Yeah.
tuna, share the tuna.
No, I don't want the tuna.
Well, I mean,
I don't want the tuna.
but it's the courtesy
It
of
is.
the offer.
You've got to at least offer. Yeah.
I wonder
yeah.
who's actually cracking open tuna still.
Oh, the protein boys. The protein
bros.
and girls, to be honest. The girls and boys, the protein
They're all the
gang,
girls and the boys
they're eating
are all under
tins.
bros for me.
Yeah, true.
If they're eating
Yeah.
tuna for lunch with rice,
With rice
You're a
and
bro.
spinach.
oh,
The tuna
they
bros.
get microgreens. #microgreens.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
anyway, we went on a tangent there, but
Eat your spinach
and eat is finished.
and eat your popcorn. All right, shall we
Okay.
move on to our surely nots?
Yep.
Hit me, Kitch.
Okay. What happened to the Labubus? Like, they just really died.
Did they really though?
They
Are
really
people
just
not
died.
into the
I
Labubus
just
anymore?
don't think people are
They
buying
had their
them anymore.
wave.
I did get caught up in it.
Did you buy a Labubu,
Yeah, I bought, like,
Kitch?
3.
Are you a Labubu doll?
I am. I had like 3.
Oh.
But I've been like a lifetime Sunny Angel girl. So I was
Okay.
like, Labubu sits within my world. So
In
it was
that.
fine. Anyway, apparently there's a new Labubu.
Is it
Nabubu.
called Labubu or is it called something else?
It's called Mirumi.
Marumi.
I want you to watch the video and then we'll put this on the screen.
I'm loading it. What the
It moves.
What?
It moves.
Do you know what it's giving?
What?
Oh my god. What was the toy?
Furby.
Huh? Yes.
Furby.
It's giving Furby. It's giving micro Furby.
Okay, so for everyone listening, so this thing is like a round little owl-looking guy.
Is it
and
an owl?
I think it's an owl.
Okay.
It's robotic and it moves, and its arms like grasp around your handbag, and then it sits there and like
Moves its head.
And it's kind of like Neo pet vibes. You can pat it and it like moves.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so you
no,
don't like it.
no,
You don't like it.
no.
Me
No.
and Indy like it.
You like it? You guys are obsessed with
Me and
it?
Indy like it.
I think it scares me.
I like it.
Why do I feel like there are going to be cameras in its eyeballs or something?
That is true.
That's what
probably
it's
true.
giving. I don't know. I never liked the Furbies. They scared me.
Last question on this new Labubu, the Marumi. How much do you think it costs?
I'm going to say $100.
£149.
Pounds?
Pounds. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for something that's a little bit scary.
Yeah, so I won't be getting one.
But also the video that we just watched that you guys also watched, it was
Yeah.
hanging off a Mew Mew bag.
Yeah. So like it checks
So they're
out
not really marketing it to
me.
your Mimco girls.
No.
Yeah.
No. And they sell them at Harrods. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So that was fun.
There we go. Marumi.
Next one. A new study seems to show that audiobook listeners prefer some AI narrators over human voices. So the study was conducted by the Edison Research at SSRS, blind tested, and discovered that 31% of listeners said they'd likely listen to AI.
No.
After listening, the number rose to 65%, and 61% thought the AI was a human.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I love an audiobook.
I do too.
Now I'm questioning.
And I hate AI, so I hate this.
I'm questioning. Oh wow, I'm pretty sure that audiobooks I've listened to don't have AI because they introduce
the author.
Not the author. They introduce the speaker,
narrator.
and they like give their name. But then are they also
Are they fake?
Are they AI?
Are they AI?
Are they
people?
introducing AI speakers?
Oh.
And they're giving like Sally reads the part of Belle in Twilight, and
Yeah.
Edward is read by Bob and Sally and
Sandals.
Bob are AI.
Yeah. Because think about it, like they have to spend a lot of money getting people to read them out, and now they can just get a little robot to do it. Okay, so I'm going to play you some of the AI.
Okay.
One of them will be a real person.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
The Count let out a sound that was half hiss,
That's AI.
half howl.
Oh, we've got different languages.
Stared at her in disbelief. Had DOT
That's AI.
serial number within the last minute, and she speaks Italian.
That's AI.
They're really creepy.
Which one was the human?
They were all AI.
No, Kitschy.
They were all robots.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. They were all robots.
It was very fake.
Yeah, most of them sounded really
Do you know what
bad.
really gave it away? Every day.
Every day.
Like monotoned as
Yeah.
every day.
She just sounds like Siri.
Yes.
Siri,
Okay.
Siri got a job.
God.
All right. Anyway, let's do some Auntie Adelle's. That's what everyone loves.
It's Auntie
Let's
Adelle
go.
time.
Yeah.
We're getting straight into the first one, guys. Wedding advice. Oh, we're very on theme
I
this
know.
week. Auntie Adelle, I have 2 months out until my wedding and I feel like I've been the only one managing my wedding. Okay, yep, vibes. Long story short, we did a cheap wedding, 6K. Oh,
Queen.
6K?
How?
I want the breakdown of that.
Please send us how you did that.
I am intrigued, but I'm
incredible.
struggling to make ends meet at the
Well.
moment and have only 2K left of my budget to pay off. And of course, things pop up and I'm trying to hustle and make it work. Well, that's a given. My partner is only now chipping in. Am I in the wrong for asking more of a hand from him or do I just pay it myself? Pardon? Pardon? Kitch knows that I'm about to unleash.
She's about to be really mean to your partner. So if you are listening and you're not mentally prepared, you might just want to close it now.
Maybe just like
But for
skip
everyone
ahead.
else,
I don't earn that much compared to him. He earns more. He earns more and he's not helping financially. I want to vomit for you. And I feel like I need to chip in more because I don't bring as much to the table. What do you mean? Oh, no. I'm very people pleasing and I don't want to burden him. Burden him. Are you joking? He earns more financially and you don't want to burden him? It's a wedding. It's a 50-50 ceremony. Actually, do you know what I would do?
Yeah.
You're not going to like this one. Do you know what I would do? I would actually go via your salaries. So if you combined your salaries and let's say he's making 70% of the income for the household and you're making 30% of the income, you take your overall 6K budget and you split it 70-30. Because then you are giving equal amounts in comparison to what you are making.
well, it's like equitable.
It's equitable.
Yeah,
It's
I love
not like
that.
you're burdening him for pitching in more. He financially makes more than you. If it was the other way round, I would still say the same thing. You bring what you can bring to the table. Also, I love you. You're an absolute queen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thoughts on that, Kitch?
Well, she's also saying that she's doing all of the work. So, like, it would be different if he was like, here's an empty check. You organize everything. I'm not going to help you. I'm terrible at organization. Mental burden's all on you, but I'll pay for it. But you're doing the mental burden
No.
and paying.
No.
So we don't
It should
like
be a 50-50 collaboration. And I understand sometimes traditionally women take over because they're like I said, traditionally, they take over and they're like, I want these flowers or these arrangements, and it gives controlling, but it's not controlling. I know people that the husband's taken over and the husband wants to organize everything and make it all happen. I think what happens
Love
with
that.
women is they get these wedding bands, they get these engagement rings, and then the guilt kicks in. Oh, how much did he spend on the ring? Does that mean I have to like level up and spend more on the wedding? No, it was his choice to spend X amount of dollars on your ring, get down on his knee, get his knee dirty, and place it on your finger. Okay? It's then your choices collectively to get married. You need to come together as a partnership. And it's like the first thing you do as a couple that's like ingrained in a forever memory you're going to have together. Do you not want to share it? I'm going to leave that one with you. I don't want to say anything mean towards your partner. I think you need to have a conversation. I also think that he needs to contribute at least 3 out of the 6K. You cannot be forking out this wedding by yourself. He's inviting his half. You're inviting your half. You're getting married together.
Yeah, like what's going on here?
Anyways, I hope it all works out and I hope you have a brilliant wedding. And I also want the breakdown of the $6,000 because that's kind of iconic. All right, moving on to the next one. Marriage is over. So I've been with my husband for 14 years, married 9 and have 2 beautiful children. We have a
Good
really
innings.
great and happy marriage. Well, so I thought.
Yeah,
Oh,
plot thickens.
no. I already know that I'm going to fume.
Yeah. I like to put things in here that just like
That arc me up.
rile you up.
Yeah,
so
for the rest of the week.
Start the Monday on a high.
Yeah. One night in early May, he left for work and then sent me a text message saying, I just need to let you know I no longer have feelings for you.
Text message.
Via text message. Via text message.
Text message.
Via text message.
SMS.
You coward. I can't pretend to love you anymore and I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. Then I discovered Then I discovered he had a fake TikTok account. Oh my God. Was doing lives, talking to multiple women and spent close to 10K on TikTok live coins.
Also, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that the coins were like real money.
Dude, I do lives all the time. What are the coins?
Apparently you can like donate, like you can give a coin
To people
to
on the other
people,
end that are
human
watching
people.
your live.
Yeah.
So
People
he's
can give
showering women on the
with
internet with TikTok
real
coins.
human money with TikTok coins. I know.
Disgusting.
Like pathetic.
He's come back a few times to fix things, quote unquote, we have here, then causes an argument and leaves for another week again. My kids are devastated. Dump this so fast and just save yourself the hassle. If someone has the moral principle of the dirt on the bottom of Auntie Adelle's shoe, you need to scrape that shoe off at the door and leave it there to be washed away by the rain. What the hell? What the hell? You have children. You have created life. You have children. This makes me so angry. His family cannot understand how their son could just leave a happy marriage. He is either going through a midlife crisis, but I hate using that as an excuse because it's an excuse that people give to let men get away with stupid behavior. Stupid behavior. This is not like a midlife crisis. I went and bought a motorcycle. Oh, I'm going to thrill seeker at 50 years old. Pop off, king. Wear a helmet, wear your knee pads, go ham.
Yeah.
This is like I am openly cheating on my wife. And I'm
spending 10K on spending $10,000
$10,000. You could buy an extravagant Miu Miu bag with that money.
with a Marumi to go
With
on
the
it.
Marumi on top. Hugging your Miu Miu
and
handles.
have money left over probably.
You know what? I think you should ask that as compensation.
Yeah.
When you leave him at
back.
the door,
Yeah.
scrape him off. Let's finish this because
We're mad.
would I be the biggest idiot to still want him back? Oh, I felt like I went really ham there.
Yeah, it's okay.
My head knows better, but my heart hasn't caught on yet. Please let me know your honest opinion. I think I gave it.
Yeah.
I think I gave it. In saying that, there's also no judgment on fixing things and getting back together because this happens more than people know. This happens way more than people know. And what you decide is good for you and your husband, that's up to you. That's up to your ability to want to rekindle things. But please, for the love of God, do not rekindle things out of the hope that you'll be a happy family and for your children. Children can smell this from a mile away. And they're actually better off you being split and living in happy households with two parents that are happy rather than you under the same household and continuously having arguments. It's just food for thought. Do what you will with that information. I'm also no Buddha, so you're not an idiot. You know what's going on. I'm telling you, if it's TikTok, there are other platforms too. Yeah. And we'll leave it at that. Let's move on to the next Auntie Adelle. Sister-in-law out to get me. Oh!
Spicy.
Hi Adele, I have a sitch with my sister-in-law, brother-in-law's wife, 37. I don't understand that.
Her husband's brother's wife.
Ah, we got there.
Is that right?
We got there. Her husband's brother's wife. Because then it's a
Brother-in-law's wife. Your husband's brother's wife. People listening in their cars are sitting here being like, you stupid
I know.
bitches.
I'm very visual. I need a whiteboard. I feel like she's been out to get me since I started dating my partner, 29. We're not married yet, but we've been dating for 3 years. She's always had things to say about me. I'm going to steal my partner's money and I'm going to baby trap him. Oh, it sounds like a little bit of toxic nature is going on here. Or that I posted a pic of her newborn on my Facebook, brackets never did that, and other outrageous things. Example, I'm an alcoholic or any reason to throw me under the bus and blame all the family problems on. I beg your pardon.
Not very nice.
That's not very kind. I can never imagine saying anything to my brother about his new girlfriend, let alone my brother-in-law. I would. I'd say it out front, in front of them.
Say it on this podcast.
I would actually say it in front of the entire family. You calling me an alcoholic?
you.
Where's your proof?
Yeah.
Where's your proof? You're saying I posted a photo of your baby on Facebook? Also, respectfully, Mark, who looks at Facebook anymore?
Yeah. Show me the pic.
Prove
Yeah.
it. Show me the picture.
pic.
Show me the picture. I seem to be the scapegoat for things that she hates in her life but wishes she had in mind. It sounds like she's projecting her insecurity.
Sounds like she's hit the nail on the head there.
We've got a lot of projection here going on, I think. I wasn't invited to her baby shower, which wasn't a problem with me as I have plenty of nieces and nephews, 7 in total. Whoa! How much fun! You also must be so broke.
Yeah.
I only have 2 and I'm so broke and I love it. All right, moving on. But I don't think she understands or understood the impact that it had on my partner not having a significant other there. Wait, she's invited your partner but not you to her baby shower.
Well, yeah, because the partner, so the listener's partner is her husband's brother. So
Wait,
it makes
what?
more sense for him, the husband, to be there. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
but this is my
still me.
ethnicity coming in. You invite a family member. The
Yeah.
non-negotiable is you invite their partner.
yeah.
They are now a unit.
Also, like, baby showers are like generally a girl
Female thing. I kind of like that they're
Yeah,
co-ed
like
now.
that's
Co-ed.
good. Co-ed.
Co-ed. Like
Okay,
we were in
high school. High school
Co-gendered.
baby
Can
shower.
you say co-gendered?
Just like normal style? Glad
Anyways,
that anyone
not
can
solo
come.
females.
Yeah, exactly.
God, Adele, get it together. Okay, this was about 3 years ago. It was recently my 30th birthday and she was a fly on the wall, didn't interact with my family. When any event she has, I make an effort to spend time with her and her family. I find that really rude. Okay. I would tend to agree with that. You are making the effort to be kind to her family, to get intertwined, to make sure that like you're having a good time, she's having a good time. I don't understand why we always don't get along, but at least to be civil in a family setting is a sign of respect. I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's getting juicier.
I know.
She sent me a message 3 days later saying I overstepped asking 2-year-old nephew, so her son, to call me auntie, brackets I am, question mark. Asked for too many kisses on my birthday and didn't recognize his social cues when he didn't want to interact with me. Apparently he cracked it when I threw him in the air and she had to save him. Apparently it's happened on multiple occasions, very different family events, that I have forced affection onto her son. I've seen him 3 times in the last 9 months. That's sticky.
It's a bit weird.
That is sticky.
Mm.
That's a sticky situation because like the mother's instinct is like coming into play, but you don't know how much of that is biased because I'm going to be honest, she hates your guts.
And also, like you've said, you've got, 7 nieces and nephews of your own. So you're obviously treating them the same way you
How
treat
you
your
would.
nieces and nephews. And maybe
Yeah.
she's seeing that as like, oh, you're not actually like blood related to my son.
Mm.
And that's like her preference or whatever.
I agree. I just want to know how you think I should move forward with this absolute goose that she is. She continues to try and persuade everyone to believe her. It never works. Well, that's a pro. And when someone doesn't side with her, brackets, not that I'd ever want anyone to pick sides, she doesn't talk to them or let the children visit for 6 to 8 weeks. Is it a good idea to absolutely rage and lay everything on the table, or should I be extra nice and push it all under the rug again? I feel like that's kind of letting her win, but also she's looking for rage, for something to say, oh my God, she's so crazy, and not actually listen to what I'm laying out on the table. It's her birthday soon, and I'm contemplating not saying happy birthday because I'm still mad about how she treated me 3 months ago, but that's not the person I am. I'll probably end up going over the top, but what do you think? Love you, doll. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, this is what I think. This is my hot take.
Okay.
Kill them with kindness.
Mm.
Kill them with absolute kindness. I'm
Give her
talking,
a
don't
toothache.
give her anything. Don't give her a single nugget to be pissed off at you about. Don't interact with her children. You can say hello. Hi, darling. How are you? Give a wave. Maybe a high five. A high five is like a great way to interact with a child. Like, high five. If they want to take it, it's up to them to take it. If not, you could be like, oh, smooth, and just make a joke out of it and retract your hand. But if they want to give the high five, that's on them. You're like saying, I'm inviting you in to give me a high five. If you don't want it, that's cool. We're going to put our hand down. Don't go in to hug the kids. Don't do anything with the kids. Like if she feels that motherly response around her children, different. What you tend to find with kids, I don't know if you have this as well, the least you force affection on them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely not saying you're doing that. You very might not be. The least you force interaction onto them, the more they love you. The more they want to come up and play with you and hang out with you. And if the child's coming up to like, hey, can we go play with my truck? Or can we go play with my, what's that?
Marumi?
Marumi?
Marumi mentioned.
I hope the child doesn't have a Marumi, but you know, if it does, you want to go play with my Marumi? Yeah, sure.
We
then
don't know
you
what
go play
tax
with the
bracket
kid.
they're in. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you go play with the kid. I would say don't go over the top with her birthday. I would say just like send a happy birthday message. If there's a family event where you're cutting a cake, rock up, happy birthday. You don't need to give a gift. Your presence is enough. I'm sure your delightful gift wrapped up in a pretty little bow in itself. And I would just say kill them with kindness. Don't lay anything out on the table. If she does anything in a family event where she's like, oh, like, I don't know what your name is. I'm going to say it's Katie. Oh, Katie posted a photo of my child on Facebook. You can chime in and just say, oh, I don't really think that's true. Like, where is that photo? I never did that. Another thing to do as well, and I would ask your significant other for support. And I would ask your significant other to just, in the moment, if it's happening in front of you, support you and like cut it off at the neck. Not savagely, cut it off with kindness, but cut it off at the neck. I think something you've said here that's like really beneficial for you is that like nobody believes what she says.
Yeah.
So let her dig her own hole. Just let her dig it. The sad part is that children are involved and the children might get it along with your children in the future or your cousins or whatever. But, you know, we get what we get and we don't get upset. Unfortunately, sometimes family operates that way. Shall we do the last one?
Let's do it.
All right, last Auntie Adelle for the session, pre-wedding friendship fallout. Okay, I'm getting married in Greece September this year. I have a friend, let's call her Shelley. We invited Shelley, her 2 kids, her husband, and her mother-in-law. Okay.
We can follow this one.
We can follow it. Thank you so much for giving me the background of Shelley's family. Shelley's daughter was my flower girl in the wedding. Shelley is traveling to Europe with her family and her final destination is Greece for my wedding, where she's there for a week to do all wedding stuff with us. Greek weddings are more than just a day celebration, as you probably know. Yes, the lead up is extravagant. Shelley is also good friends with, let's call her Emma. Okay, we've got Shelley and we've got Emma.
Yeah.
Shelley's kids, husband and mother-in-law. Is that what we said? Yes.
Yep.
Mother-in-law
Yep.
is coming. And now we're introducing Emma into the picture.
Okay.
Okay. Myself and my partner very much dislike Emma.
Oh.
And do not get along with her. Oh. Shelley has invited Emma along her Europe trip, which is perfectly fine, but also invited her along to Greece. Well, Emma. I hope Emma has fun tanning her butt cheeks on the
Alone.
beach alone whilst you're at the wedding. And I
Yeah.
hope that's where this is going. This was casually dropped to me in a phone call. And then Shelley was saying that Emma may join in on some outings. No, she absolutely will not. No, she will not. I was very much unhappy with this and said to Shelley the whole time Emma is in Greece, both my partner and I are not to see her or cross paths. So you've gone in, you've set a boundary. You've said, we dislike Emma. You're happy to do whatever you want with her. But Emma's not to be invited to any event.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair.
Yeah, it's your wedding week.
I think it's fair. The time spent together in Greece is very much a part of the wedding celebration, even if it's not a specific wedding event. And Emma is not someone we want around during the happiest time of our lives. I understand that. I get it. So she then got asked to have a discussion face-to-face about this to clear the air and smooth things over. Okay, so Shelley and her husband didn't want to talk about it even after I said how much it's worrying me. Okay, so you've raised your concerns and
As
that's
an
they
adult.
don't want to speak about it.
Yeah.
I then distanced myself to help myself calm down and to avoid saying something I may regret. I think that's fair. So you've given yourself some space. Shelley reached out to me recently by text, a few months of not talking. Oh, so they've gone a couple of months without talking. That's savage. And said how much I hurt her because I distanced myself and I said I didn't acknowledge her feelings in the situation. What feelings does she have? Shelley also said that she doesn't understand why I'm so upset with her because I should have dealt with it directly with Emma. Well, no, because you're asking if Emma can come to the wedding events as a +1. And you have set that boundary with Shelley saying, no. It's our wedding. The
Go
answer
away.
is no. She's not to be near us. She wasn't invited. Just because she's in the country at the same time doesn't mean that she's invited to the wedding events. Just because she's tagged on to your Europe trip doesn't mean she gets invited. Here we go. But I didn't invite Emma to Greece, which is why I'm upset with Shelley. Shelley also said that Emma was just going to do her own thing whilst they join for the wedding celebration, contradicting what she originally said. Okay, so what's the problem? What's the problem? Number one, that's still awkward for me because now she's there and Emma knows she's not welcome. Well, that's not awkward.
Yeah.
You set a boundary. You don't take on any of that awkward feeling. That awkward emotion, you need to rid that from your body because that's not yours to bear or burden. Like, get rid of that. Literally throw it away. Rhodes is a small island. You have to make effort to avoid each other. Cool bananas. You see her on the street, you wave, you be polite, but it doesn't mean that she gets to be invited to your pre-drinks.
But then I guess she's saying that like it's her wedding week and this is a small island where all her friends and family are, and now there's like this source of anxiety that's going to be around her during her wedding.
I think we just need to like, I know it's hard, but we need to like abolish the anxiety from our bodies. At the end of the day, you're there to marry your partner.
That's what
in Rhodes. Rhodes is a small island. You can't abolish Emma from the island.
You're banned.
If Emma wants to come and she's obviously not happy doing it solo.
Yeah.
She can sit back and relax, or she can go to another island. I don't know.
There's quite a few of them.
There's a few islands. And there are some very beautiful ones around Rhodes that are a short 30-minute ferry.
Yeah.
Emma can go do some exploring for the day.
Go snorkeling,
Let's drop some itineraries in Emma's little mailbox.
Yeah.
I said that I don't want to discuss it yet, but I'm willing to do a FaceTime call. I live interstate. She said no, and she said she still didn't acknowledge her feelings from text, and she's not coming to the wedding.
She's not coming to the wedding.
Shelley then messaged me a week later asking if her daughter was still a flower girl, considering they aren't coming to the wedding anymore. Wait, what? Shelley's not coming to the wedding. Shelley then messaged me a week later asking if her daughter was still a flower girl, considering they aren't coming to the wedding anymore.
No.
Right? I said no.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate. And also said to her, please do not contact me again until after the wedding. And if you do want to discuss the situation again, I'm happy for a phone call or face-to-face, no text.
Okay.
I think that is fair enough.
That's fair, yeah.
I'm worried I was too dramatic about the situation and shouldn't have been upset by Emma being there, especially because now she's saying I've hurt her. I'm very confused. I think you need to stand your fucking ground. I think what you have done is not crazy. I think what you have asked, and you've asked Shelley to respect your wishes for your own wedding, to not invite Emma. And Emma is more than welcome to sit out of the wedding activities and do what she wants in Rhodes. You can't help it if you bump into her on the streets, unfortunately, but everyone can be polite, everyone can be an adult, and everyone can enjoy the wedding festivities. It's very unfair for Shelley to ask you to bring Emma. On that note, Shelley's not coming to the wedding anymore. Do you really want someone like this in your life? It's almost like it's come to fruition before your wedding. And what tends to happen is a lot of this drama happens before people get married. It's not unusual to have wedding drama. It just sifts out the shit.
Yeah. What I want to know, why do you and your partner hate Emma so much?
Oh, that's the tea.
Who is Emma?
What
did she
Emma?
do? Because why does your partner hate her so much too?
Well, I'm thinking, this is my assumption,
Okay,
by the
go.
way. I'm thinking that Emma is quite a toxic and manipulative person, because why else is Shelley pushing for Emma to be there and then now being like, I'm not coming to your wedding. I'm not coming to your wedding. Why? A best friend wouldn't do that.
But then also it's like, if Emma didn't really actually do anything that bad, is that why Shelley is now backing Emma? Like, maybe, sorry to our listener, but maybe you've cut Emma off unfairly, and that's why Shelley's like,
But you
I
know
don't even
what?
know why you're beefing with her that much.
But
Nothing even happened."
that's not Shelley's part of cut.
Yeah.
That's
her
got
wedding.
nothing to do. That is Shelley stirring the pot. It's got nothing to do. Emma and our listener, their relationship has nothing to do with the relationship that Shelley and the listener have.
Yeah.
It's totally separate.
Yeah.
That would be like our relationship, different between the relationship that I have with Indy, who's sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, they're entirely separate. If
Yeah.
you beef with Indy, I don't give a f***. I don't give a f*** if
So
you
a
beef
brawl
with
in the
Indy and Indy
studio?
beefs with you and you've
Yeah.
ended up with black eyes in the
Yeah.
studio. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to
her.
Indy. I don't give a f***.
Yeah.
That is not my
Yeah.
pot to stir.
I'm in the middle. I didn't do anything.
I'm just here talking to you guys. I'm
Vibing.
pretty sure.
I promise we're not having beef with Indy, guys.
No.
Don't worry.
We've got a cute little family.
We're all good, guys.
We're all good.
We're all
We're all
angels over
good.
here.
All the girly pops are in the studio. But that's what I mean. Like, I just don't, I you know what?
Yeah.
I just don't care.
It's your wedding, sis. Like, you
Pop
do what
off.
you want to do.
Enjoy your wedding.
And I'm with you, Adele. It's like better to find this out now
Yeah.
than after the wedding. And she's in all the photos.
That's it. Enjoy your day.
Have an
Enjoy the
amazing time.
process. I hope you feel the Greek sun on your bum. Wear SPF and don't get any bikini strap lines before you get married. That's my little Auntie Adelle tip of the day. Guys, thank you for joining us and we'll see you next week. Okay. Mwah. Bye.